Who knows? It is, I don't know, the way I see it so far, it's not so much a real estate problem, what's going on right now, but an inflation problem. And real estate was caught up in that. Real estate prices went up incredibly, and rental prices are up now as well. In some of the highest inflation many of us will have ever seen. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just finished a run. But yeah, it's an inflation problem. Interest rates, they're not unusually high, but you're buying in a very expensive market because wages just haven't kept up with what's going on in real estate and how much it costs for housing. So we've got a gap, and that's where we're at now. Inflation is likely going to be here for a while. The economy is up in the air as to where it will go. If you are considering buying real estate, again, it's a time to be really cautious. Not a time for flippers. Still a good time if you're buying your primary home or you plan to keep it for 7-10 years. That's fine. This will just be a bleep in time. But if you're needing cash flow or you're quite strapped for cash, be really careful. I was speaking to a mortgage broker friend of mine, asked them if approvals have accounted for inflation yet, and they haven't. So be cautious of that as well. When you're getting approved, your living expenses might be a little bit higher than what you've been approved for, because we've got that 8% inflation that we're seeing all over the headlines. So it's a time to proceed with caution. Markets that I would keep my eye on right now, aside from your primary residence, would be vacation homes. As people pull back on their strings, vacation homes are probably lower in demand. They've been so hot the last 2 years, but now you can expect them to soften a little bit. So if you can't get into your market, if it's too expensive, maybe a vacation home could be your entry. It doesn't have to be your first primary home. Your first home can be a secondary home that you Airbnb, that you use sometimes. We just have to be creative in the world the way it is today. Watch my other videos if you want bite-sized information on buying, selling, and learning about real estate.